Hey folks, Chef Sarah here from the Food Commonwealth. Super excited to be back with you. I'm in my happy place once again. I'm here at the Castlemont Farm and Garden. And the super cool thing about today is that I'm here on CSA Day, right? So the entire farm crew is here with me today. They've been out here all morning. They've been harvesting all of this amazing produce. And so today we're really gonna just focus on spring greens, right? We've got this wrapped heart mustard green right here. Over here, we have some rainbow chard, and we have some pak choi. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna make greens 3 different ways, and we're gonna use some of the other amazing things that is coming out in our CSA box this week. We've got some leeks, which we've got washed and chopped up right here. We've got some carrots. We've got a lot of amazing fresh herbs. We've got some cilantro and some thyme and some rosemary. We cheated a little bit and grabbed some peppers and onions from the market because those aren't ready to harvest yet. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna use 3 simple aromatics, right? We've got some garlic. We've got some fresh ginger that we've chopped up. And we've got a bunch of onions that we've chopped up. Starting off with those 3 aromatics in each of these pans, right, we're gonna make 2 very different green dishes. We're gonna use some sesame oil and some vegetarian fish sauce, which is this really amazing pineapple vinegar in one, and make a quick Asian-inspired stir fry and finish that off with a little bit of soy sauce. In the other pan, we're gonna go and do an Indian-inspired stir fry, if that's in fact a thing. But we're gonna do it anyway, and we're gonna use some curry powder and some coconut milk, and we're gonna turn these mustard greens into something funky. So hang with me 1 second, let me get some of these greens chopped up, and then we'll be back to throw some things in the pot. Okay, so we've got some greens chopped up. I did a quick chop on some mustards. I got a quick chop going here on this pak choi, so let's get started. We're gonna get some onions into this pan. And because I'm doing greens 3 ways, I'm gonna split all my aromatics into thirds. So I got 1/3 of my onion going in here. I got a third in here, and a third in there. Same thing with my ginger. I like cooking with ginger, onion, and garlic, particularly because I find that it has a lot of healing qualities to it. You've got your anti-inflammatory in there, you've got your antioxidant, your antiviral. So just in general, that's how I like to do things, but in this world of COVID, it never hurts to be a little bit more cautious in terms of adding as much medicine into your food as possible. All right, so in this pan, I've got onion, garlic, and ginger. And in this pan, I've got onion, garlic, and ginger. So in this pan, I'm gonna add in my pak choi, my price choi. Right? And that's these beautiful, amazing, long, stemmy greens. They have this white stem. So part of that choi family, baby choi, bok choi, price choi is just a little bit larger. You've got a lot of water in these stems. It's really great for like a crunchy finish on your stir fry. You can also separate the leaf from the stem and use the stem as like a coleslaw kind of salad and then saute the leaf. So in this other pan, I'm gonna throw in my wrapped heart mustard greens. Let's get those in there. Now, with these, they're large and they're really stemmy. So just like, you know, any other part of the brassica family, cabbage, kale, collards, what you want to do is pull off those large leaves, right? Get them off that big stem. You can totally chop up the little top that's flouring. And then this part, you can use it for soup stock. It makes really great veggie stock. You can shred it if you have a food processor at home and use it as a part of that like raw roughage salad green. You see a lot of those down in the market with shredded carrots and broccoli stems and cauliflower stems. You can totally do that to your mustard greens, or you can compost it. It's really up to you, but the entire thing is edible. And then what I like to do is just get them all stacked up, go in with a knife, and then just do a fine chop. So now let's talk about other things. So in this pak choi, we're gonna go in with a little bit of sesame oil. That's probably about a tablespoon. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of this pineapple made vegetarian fish sauce. So this really is just like tamarind and pineapple that's been fermented. It's gonna give it a nice sort of salty, kind of briny taste on the finish. If you're a fan of any of those like stir-fry dishes you can get in like Chinese restaurants in particular with like Asian sauce or like a garlic sauce, that pineapple vinegar does a really nice like finish in terms of adding that nice tang. I'm also gonna add to that a little bit of soy sauce. Let's come over here. So to here, I have a little curry powder in this bag. I'm gonna add some curry powder. I like curry, so I'm gonna be really generous with that and put in about 2 large tablespoons. I'm gonna add a little bit of samba olik, which is one of my favorite hot sauces, because this is a mild curry. About a teaspoon of that, maybe even a half teaspoon if you don't like a lot of heat. And then I'm gonna add in some coconut cream. So with coconut cream, you get a really thick top and there's some liquid down at the bottom. So you wanna like get in there and mix it up before you get the whole thing. Kind of like natural peanut butter, you gotta do a little bit of work. All right. So, 2 different greens, 2 different ways, and either spice combination would work on either green, right? These are gonna take about 10 to 12 minutes to cook down. The higher the heat, the faster they will cook. We're gonna come back, we're gonna get one of these off the pan, and then we're gonna come back and do something with our Swiss chard, and then we're gonna sample all of our greens. I'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, we're back. Our prize choy is finished. Smells amazing. It's got a great caramelized color on it. That's from that soy sauce and sesame oil. Literally, all we've put in there: onion, garlic, ginger, vegetarian fish sauce, soy sauce, and sesame oil. That's that. Our mustard greens are still cooking. We've got this coconut cream coming to a boil. By the time that reduces down, it will have tenderized these greens. Now to these greens, I am gonna add a little bit of sea salt because there's no salt in the coconut cream or the curry powder that we used. I'm not gonna add any pepper just yet because we put that sambal olik in here. And so I'm gonna wait until these greens are a little bit more tender, then I'm gonna taste them. All right, in this pan, we've got our onions going. I'm going to add to that the rest of our garlic. I'm gonna add our ginger. Get all that in here. Dropped a little bit on my counter, pop that in here. Now I'm gonna take my rainbow chard. We got all of these beautiful colors. We've got the red and the golden yellow, or orange, depending on how you see that. And then the yellow and the white. I'm gonna get all of that chopped up. Now, I really like the taste of chard. So I like to keep chard and kale, right? So I'm just gonna go in there with some olive oil. And right now, my daughter is addicted to everything but the bagel seasoning. So that's our new go-to on greens. And everybody's making it. You can get them anywhere. We found them at one of the discount stores the other day. It's on the shelf in all the grocery stores. And you can totally make your own. It's poppy seeds, sesame seeds, dehydrated garlic and onion, black pepper and salt. It's just all mixed together, makes it really simple. But we're gonna use some fresh thyme in here because it is beautiful. Now, how I cheat with thyme, I just put the whole stem in the bottom of the pan and just let the leaves steam off. That's just my own personal cheat. I'm gonna throw in some cracked chili peppers for some heat. And then I'm just gonna keep going with my chard. So once I don't hear the steaming anymore, then I'm gonna add in some oil, and that's just gonna be for flavor on the very end. But I love chard. It has this amazing rainbow confetti effect. It looks really great on the plate. All right, I'm gonna put a lid on that and just let it steam down a minute, get some of that water out of the greens, and then we're gonna come back and season them. There's my thyme in there, starting to wilt up. I'm gonna add a couple of more stems just for the flavor. Get some more greens in there. All right, so we've got our prize choy. Our mustard greens are almost ready. I've added some chopped leeks to that and a little bit of sea salt. Now we're back over here with our Swiss chard. Just clean up my mess a little bit. So what's in this pan so far, just to recap, we've got our onion, our garlic, our ginger, our Swiss chard, and a little bit of crushed peppers. We're gonna add in some olive oil now. You see that these greens have wilted down nicely. The pan is dry. We're starting to get a little caramelization on the inside. Now it's time to flavor them up, right? We want to really sort of treat this like a salad. So we're just gonna add in a little bit of olive oil. I know it seems like a lot from your viewpoint, but it's probably only about 2 tablespoons in total. All right, we're gonna hit that with a little bit of fresh lemon juice that we just pulled off that lemon that we just pulled off that tree. And when I say we, I mean Diana. All right, and then we've got this everything but the bagel seasoning. We're gonna take off this little shaker thing and hit that very liberally. A lot of sesame seed in there, a lot of poppy seed in there. A pinch of sea salt. And those should be our greens. Okay, delicious. Those are our spring greens. We've got rainbow chard. We've got wrapped heart mustard greens. We've got prize choy. I'm gonna get this plated up with some rice and some beans. We've got some chicken on the grill, and that's gonna be our community lunch for today. Hang with me, let's get this plated and let's get ready for our friends. All right, folks, here we are with our community lunch. It is all ready. We have our pak choi that's been sauteed Asian style with soy sauce, sesame oil, and a little vegetarian fish sauce. We have our mustard greens that's been done Indian style with with coconut cream and curry powder. Finished off with a little bit of sea salt and olive oil in there, a little bit of heat. We added a little bit of sambal halik, but that gives us our very Indian inspired greens. And then we have our just American inspired simple sauteed on our Swiss chard over here, our rainbow chard, all those amazing colors. Finished off in a little bit of everything but the bagel seasoning. Like I said, it's my kid's new favorite Jones, so we're gonna use it whenever possible. We've also taken our carrots that were harvested this morning and just sauteed them really quickly with some leeks and some cilantro on the finish. We have our salad greens, which were harvested, washed and dried this morning. We're gonna do a simple vinaigrette on that. It's just olive oil, fresh lemon juice. We've harvested a bunch of Myers lemons this morning. That's in there. Salt and pepper, that's gonna be on that finish. And then we just stir fried some peppers and some sesame oil and soy sauce. We've got some saffron infused rice and a little andouille beans right here for our red beans and rice finish. And we've grilled some chicken. We've invited all of our CSA members to join us this afternoon right here at the farm. They'll be coming in to pick up their weekly supply any moment. And we really just wanted to showcase what you could do with some of the amazing things in this week's box. So if you haven't checked us out yet, come check us out here at Castlemont Farm and Garden. You can check me out at thefoodcommonweal.com. You can IG me at thefoodcommonweal at Instagram. You are always welcome to email me at chefsarah@thefoodcommonweal.com. Until next time, eat well and be well. I look forward to seeing you again. Take care.